Hey everybody, welcome to AfterQuest. I'm Dan Stacy, and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and digital dice to tell a good story. As always, tell me how sound sounds. We were goofing around back there. I'm not sure if any of it came through.
We got to come up with a better sounds.
What? It's nice. I thought it
Redundant.
rhymes.
Do you hear our pretty voice?
Do you hear our pretty voices?
Melodious. Yeah.
But really, do.
We need feedback.
I think we're all good. So the only announcement before we get started, well, not the only announcement, but the most important announcement, coming up next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we are live streaming the Sagas game with Tyler from MinMax Podcast, Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads, and Wes from DM Tales. So join us for that. Jacob will be running it, and we're going to have some fun ways for a chat to directly be involved in the story through Rumble Rants. So we'll be posting all of that shortly ahead of time.
It's my first horror game.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Come watch me run it.
So whatever it is, it'll be awesome. Even if
I'm
we're
excited.
laughing
I've
by
actually
the
made
end.
it pretty exciting, I think.
Yes.
We'll find out.
I can't wait. And at the end of that stream, we're going to have a special announcement for something.
That's the part you need to be there
Jesus.
for. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but that is the part you guys need to be there for. I mean, you can be for the whole thing, but
We will play a video that will then go up on YouTube and Rumble and everywhere, but it's announcing a Discord-wide thing that we're doing for our supporters that you can become involved with that we're very excited for.
I am.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. West March. A sneak peek.
Yeah.
So anyways.
That's all he's going to give you. Jerk. I'm just kidding.
No, I was distracted. I forgot you guys did the Avenue Gals. I love that. That's the ladies over here. In chat, let's see. Color is 10 decibels. Thank you, Mustache. I appreciate that. A little, what is it, synesthesia? All right.
We should have probably done a warning for last episode, and they're all worried about dead babies now.
Yeah, no, we got that out of the way. We're all going to
Dead
die
baby.
now. Yeah.
I mean, I have a dead baby. I'm just kidding.
Baby wouldn't be big enough.
No, this is an aura cat.
Oh,
An aura?
dark. Wow. Well, without further ado, I'm turning it over to Jacob.
I'm just getting prepared for my horror game.
There we go.
Well, Drew, you have received a letter.
You have got a letter.
We're gonna get right into it. You ready?
Get ready as Blue's Clues.
Oh, wrong button. Hold on.
Oh,
Whew! That was crazy.
suspense is killing me.
Dearest Lord 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗, I cannot stop thinking about our exhilarating dance last night. Your abrupt leaving must have been for something important, but my feelings were somewhat set aback. I will afford you a chance to perhaps soften this blow by extending a second invitation to ride with me. Perhaps during the ending celebrations of the competition of the beasts. Delay not your response as I wait with bated breath. Sincerely, Nadine. Dearest Lord 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗,
Oh, there's
This is
more.
another-
Two letters!
I was thinking about our dances last night. You were so wonderful. I do so desire to repeat this event. Perhaps during the ending celebrations of the competition of the beasts. Delay not your response as I wait with bated breath. Sincerely, Winnie.
Someone plagiarized someone else.
I don't know how you did it with a straight face.
No. No way.
Comment in chat if you know who that was.
Drew would not be sharing those letters.
Are they sprayed with perfume?
Oh, absolutely, yes. And slight horse manure. Which is sweet to some people. If you ever want to have a horse manure snowball fight, let me know.
Smells like money to the house horsey.
We used to call them road apples.
Nice.
Oh my word.
I love it.
Rex is dying, so he can't breathe.
I feel the same.
Well, thank you, House Horsey.
Yes,
Yes.
House Horsey rocks. But in the midst of the love, there is drama happening. As we left off last time, where Dru and Lord Lucius. Whoa.
Lady North Lucius.
I
Lady Lord Lucius.
think we drank to that. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Nowhere to go but up from here, buddy.
Well,
I'm sure some
there's a lot of night left, buddy.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
You guys were heading off, about to parade a round of Auroch. Is this correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And as you were heading in one direction, a pair of smelly friends is heading in a different direction, but you seem to cross the same intersection.
Oh, I got it. That was us because we were down the.
Yeah, they were in the sewer. They stank. Yeah.
Cass, is that you?
Yes, it is. Hello.
Where have you been?
We have been garnering the services of an expert in locating things.
You see Dru tuck a letter in his pocket. No,
It was already gone.
sorry, a little comic relief.
Cass, we don't have time for this. Lucius, I'm taking care of something.
Do you need me to come?
No, I think you should carry on with whatever you're doing. This is personal.
Just don't be too rash. He's gonna look at
I
Cass.
think this is a long time coming.
I'm just fixing something. Keep going.
She's gonna be pushing to keep going.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
you do you. This is a role playing game, girl.
I think
I'm
that
not
was
stopping
about
you.
it. He's gonna trust her to, and Cass to watch her.
Tetsu just stands and does like the head back and forth, watching everybody. Are we good?
Yeah, I was fixing Alex's mic. Thanks,
Nice.
chat.
Chat rocks. She's echoing. We'll get it figured out.
It should be better now. She was turned
Okay.
down.
Okay, cool.
Better.
My bad.
Testing.
Hey, so everybody, welcome back. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so
We'll do it live.
you're heading out with Dru,
Mm-hmm.
and where are you heading exactly? I kind of forgot, and I didn't put in my notes.
We're heading to House Horsey.
Okay.
Or Chevalie.
Awesome. So I need chat. You guys got to be ready for this one because I'm not doing that RP.
What?
The chat is.
That's great. Be prepared.
So
prepared.
Cass and Morgana just take off.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just keep heading.
Heading out of Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
And are you getting horses
Yeah.
from House Horsey?
Where
Yeah,
else
because we
do
have an
you get
idea.
them?
A silly question.
Yeah.
Because we have a general idea of how far
Yeah.
we need to
Scrying.
travel now.
Mm-hmm.
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah. So the idea is to intercept them on the road coming back.
As the other two take off, team beat 'em up takes off. Suddenly, from behind them, a rat is running, trying to catch up. You guys see this?
Like a giant rat?
No, like a little rat.
Can we? It's like purposefully following them. Do we need to roll to see if we actually know that?
No, it's just flavor. It is
Okay.
following them, but I was
Okay.
just being silly. You don't have to. Don't kill the rat, please.
You can't point out a detail, Gio.
I mean, we don't know.
Spend the rest of the episode chasing a rat.
We don't know whose rat this is.
Yeah.
Tetsu, squish.
Surely it's not the only rat in Waterdeep
Yeah,
you've ever
yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
This is true. Lots of river rats.
Do you imagine that it'll be fine if Cass does go for a personal run? I mean, isn't that what Morgana said that she was doing?
Depending on who this personal talk is with, I would prefer that somebody were with her.
I see. Yes, it would be quite
Well, for the other people's sake, actually, not really.
And I can
for
think
her.
of no better than Cass. Well,
De-escalate the situation.
well, I guess it's our time to go escalate something and move off.
Chat's killing me. Sorry.
I missed it. This cat's writing a code.
Chat's killing you, or are you killing you?
I'm cracking myself up. Richard Cass on a goat.
And I would make it fabulous.
Yes. You'd be sitting like Don Quito on the side. I know it's a donkey, but
I wouldn't even have to drive; I'd just be strumming.
yeah. Sorry.
I feel like this
Carry
is
on.
vibing very like Witcher of like Geralt and
Yeah.
scared.
Whew. All right. Who wants to resolve their fun first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Paper, scissors.
Wow, that was
Okay.
lame, but all right.
It was even behind the computer.
I wasn't really sure how many times we
Guys, we are definitely off tonight. This is great.
Here we go.
Yeah. So
yeah.
we're rent a horsing,
Well, he's renting a goat.
rent a goating.
This is definitely a fine horse. Gestures to a large goat.
We are heading down the road. We are going until we reach the caravan.
Yep.
We're stopping in the middle of the road. And we'll see what happens from there.
They race off. Dirt's flying behind them. If you picture an anime where it's just like that trail, and they're just
Yes.
and you catch up to the caravan.
Are they coming or are we?
You're coming at each other.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say because they're
Yeah.
returning, right?
And the flags flying proudly, of course, and their little entourage as they're traveling back. Oddly, they do have a dead auroch. But it is their hunting grounds. They can hunt aurochs all they want.
I think real quick as we're approaching and we see them, Cass will just be kind of. Is there anything in particular? I don't want to get in the way of family problems, but
We're here for answers.
very good.
And we're going to see what it takes to get them.
Right. I'm just here to support you however you need.
I appreciate that. Probably stay behind me.
I would enjoy nothing less. I'm rather enjoying this strange ride. So
It's got a bells.
different sort
Yep,
of
it's
day.
got Christmas bells. This is getting out of control. Rein it in.
So they are in.
They got
Like a
cart.
coach, right?
Oh yeah, they're sitting proud. They actually, you see them kind of arguing about something, but they're still sitting prim and proper. But you know your sisters. You know the little side glances. Like, anybody else saw them that you wouldn't.
Are they in like a fully enclosed coach kind of
Yeah.
thing?
But they're sitting behind the driver. Like you can see them.
Okay. I think I am going to ride up to alongside them.
I mean, as you approach, they are stopping their entire caravan.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ride right past wherever the front of the caravan is, up to their coach.
Gwen, yes.
Gwen,
Thank
yeah.
you. She stands up. Oh, dear sister, what's whatever bring you out here?
I think we're far overdue for a talk. I need some answers.
Right here.
Right here, Gwen.
You
have a problem with that?
I don't like talking. She steps down the coach, the 2 steps, and it visibly shakes as if she's maybe stomping.
Mm-hmm.
And she has her gauntlets on.
I will dismount from my horse.
And whatever is your problem, we have business to take care of. We're getting into the monster parts. She gestures towards the dead auroch.
Is that all you're getting into these days?
Silence.
Why have you left the manor practically deserted, except for a few servants?
Oh no, these are the loyal ones.
And what are the others?
Worthless.
Well, they're not there anymore.
That's fine. I didn't want to feed them anyway. This is the darkest you've ever seen your sister look. Like, shoulders sagging. Like, normally she's very prim and proper. She's exhausted. As you look at her, you're like, this is not her. She's like possessed almost.
Did you send the message with the aurochs?
I have an auroch right here.
Oh, I know. I know you have access to aurochs. Are you the one that sent the ones to the Ksari Manor?
Whatever do you speak of, my dear?
Either you're really dishonest or really stupid, Gwen.
That was Jacob, not Gwen. Bethany is now like standing on the edge of the coach, or the stairs are coming down. Kind of like leaning up against the door.
I didn't think much of our family, but I thought we were better than this.
And who are you representing, yourself or House Chevalie?
Oh, I'm representing myself.
Well, I don't think we need to talk.
I think you have some answers to give.
You're done.
No, I'm really
She
not.
starts to climb on the couch.
I'm going to probably step up and like grab the reins of the horse pulling it to like not let them move forward.
Okay.
And just no, we're having this conversation now.
I don't think you have the power to demand that of me, little sister.
Why don't you show me then?
I don't understand what you mean. I'd hate to make a fool of you in front of the whole house.
I don't think I'm worried about that. You don't want to give me answers?
I
At
gave
least
you answers.
give me satisfaction.
Satisfaction of what? She turns down. She steps down the steps towards you, and Bethany is standing in the door with your sister's greatsword.
I'm going to step up to like approach her in what's very much like a fight me kind of position. I will take my hammer off my back and just kind of like square up.
Gwen turns to Bethany in the coach and oh no, I don't need that, dear. I'm going to beat her with my fists.
All right, fine. Is that how we're going to do it then? I'll throw my hammer down.
I think it's time we roll some dice. So I'm gonna start off. She's gonna charge right at you.
Okay.
No hold
Yeah.
back, 'cause she's coming gauntlet.
Yeah, I imagine she's going to like straight up just either.
All right, so we're gonna
clock
do
me
a. We are not going to go initiative because we don't do that here on this podcast. We're gonna just roll some dice and make this a quick challenge event with story.
I think while they're doing it, Cass is gonna be like nibbling on something and walk over toward next to Bethany while this is starting, just nonchalantly.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh.
And even though Morgana is demanding answers, there's a lot, and Cass can probably read this pretty well from knowing her. Her sister can probably read it too.
And a stealth
A
check.
little bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
She is more like emotionally wound up, angry, wants to settle this even more than she necessarily wants answers. It's a little bit of both. But
So are you looking
like,
for disadvantage or advantage?
I was just mostly trying to give Cass a vibe.
Yes.
Of Cass probably has a bad feeling about this.
It's just I don't want to get involved in family business.
But yeah, so at whatever point it is appropriate.
Are you riding up on the goat or walking?
Walking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aw.
I give him a bite of my apple.
I mean, the goat's happy to graze.
Yeah.
However you want to factor this into the challenge event, Morgana is going to be raging and every attack is going to be reckless, which means that she's going to be at like disadvantage for defense the whole time.
So are you giving me advantage to punch you?
For attacks, yes.
Yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna have you roll athletics, but you can treat it as an attack roll essentially. So
Man,
apply
how do you
whatever
do-
raging
how do you
bonuses that you need to. But I think athletics already gets a strength bonus through rage. I believe you get advantage while you're raging. I can't
I'm
remember
not
either.
sure if this actually translates to skills, which is why I'm just kind of throwing it out there.
Yep.
Just click on it. What does it say?
Well, how about we just eliminate both advantages and we just roll straight?
Let's just
Yeah.
punch each other.
Let's just punch
I
each
like
other.
it.
All right.
Okay, roll straight. Okay.
Roll athletics.
So basically, this is just going to be an attrition thing because everything's going to hit. It's just who goes down first.
Yes,
Nice.
that's
You
You
where
did
I'm at.
good.
Oh,
my. Oh my.
So that's a
He's got the
23
cheat codes.
for. I don't mean cheat codes. That's a 23. Don't let my players hear you say this. She knows you.
Yeah. And she's bigger than me.
Yeah, she sidesteps your grapple and just clocks you in the side of the face. Come on, sister. That's all you got. Hold on. What you find yourself stepping up upon is Lady Bethany is loading a crossbow from inside the coach.
Oh, still hunting, are we?
Oh, just checking to make sure the strings are good. Hi, Cass. She gently shuts down the crossbow.
Hello. I was going to say perhaps cooler heads could prevail while the ladies are
I am
punching themselves.
Perfectly cool. I was just checking the crossbow.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm terribly
Whew.
confused.
This is just like childhood.
Right, but we are adults now, and we have a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah,
to
I'm
deal
sure this will
with.
go over well for House Chevalie.
I don't. What's going on?
I don't know. Do you know what's going on?
No, not precisely. We had 2 dead aurochs strung up in front of our gate.
Dear me.
I really want to say insight check.
Do it.
Do it! It's right.
Because he's always felt he's had good rapport with Bethany.
Yes.
Watch.
Yeah!
She truly seems like she actually doesn't know.
Okay.
She actually was a bit of shock to the Auroch. Dead Auroch in hanging.
Okay. So she's just playing fancy. All right. Back to the
Yeah, back to the fisting.
It's punching and
Let's go another round.
she's gonna try to like, you know, probably she's a little smaller, so she's probably not gonna try to like grab the sister, like wrestle, but like get up kind of like underneath her and try to like punch at less armored places because she's a little more agile, brawly, and her sister's a little bit more like stable, armored.
Yeah.
But yes, every time she gets hit and just like takes a blow to the face, she's just like, it just makes her more upset, and she just like pushes back into it, even if you kind of watch her stagger, step like out and then back in. The vibe is very much like, I'm gonna do this until I'm unconscious.
Sweet. Let's knock you out.
I love that you're both enraged too. Like every blood vessel is probably popping right now.
Yeah. She's going.
Come on, more.
I know that was.
She's going to try to just like clobber you in the back of the head.
Oh, wow.
I teased.
All right, you tell me what you want to do.
I would just like to kind of weave in there, and as she's coming around to swing with her big gauntlet, like duck under and then come up, and I would love to just punch her like right in the face. Like
Yeah.
I would like to make her nose bleed, just that little anime bit.
I love it. It's perfect. You catch her, and it's like that flashing moment where the head snaps back. Just where the head snap. Let me talk on the mic. Head snaps back. And then, you know, as the camera looks, there's that moment of trickle. She says a naughty word to you.
I love you. Yep.
It's clean.
Yep. Our kids like to watch these shows.
Yeah. My 9-year-old's probably watching right now. I see how it is. You have a death wish, don't you? She goes right for the gut.
Okay.
We're gonna go right to rolling.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Oh, more. Take it over. She's going right to the gut.
So it's like so close. I think that Moore probably does take it a little bit, but like is able to twist so that it's not like really crushing or anything.
Glance it.
So kind of step back with it, and be like, we never could just talk things out like a normal family, could we?
You hunted me down. She spits a little bit mixture of blood from the nose.
I don't even understand what's going on anymore. The games and the backstabbing and...
She steps back. You seem a bit confused, sister.
What is your part in any of this? You're out here
I went hunting.
and took anyone who's loyal with you.
Yes, to prove a point.
What
And it
are
worked.
you proving?
You're here. You're not loyal.
This is all about me then.
Lady Bethany is going to gasp. This has gone too far.
Oh, I thought this was... I mean, I would say for normal people, but yes. Let's be frank, Lady Bethany. I think there is something going on here. I can tell we have danced many times, and I know by your look, you are as confused as I am. We know that you took a roundabout's way to your hunting grounds. We have been investigating things since late this last night. We found those dead aurochs hanging. Lord Lucius and Sir 𝙗𝙗 Dru are going to speak with House Chevalie about what they saw. They did see someone dragging through. I will be honest. Another hit as he looks up. Morgana was worried it was you all. I have not felt that. Lucius is concerned as well. We just want to know what's going on. And perhaps we should speak frankly before everything turns to that. That I know things are changing and things are difficult. And, well, to be honest, I was rather surprised by the state of the servants we found when we went to visit before we came here.
I don't run any of that.
But what is going on? We have never meant any harm to House Navarre. I know things are changing, but we would always bring you... Lucius has said himself we would always bring you with us if things changed. We owe a great debt to you. Are you the ones that have been... I mean, we've had assassination attempts on Lucius. I myself have taken a wound.
You did? The rumors are true?
Yes, they thought they were meaning for Lucius, but...
We thought that was theatrics. Well, at least I did.
Oh, thank you. But... no, this is quite serious.
Truth be told, my sister sent a hunting party out the night before we left. Before us, so we were going to meet them there. But, knowledge serves me right. We haven't met with them.
Then is...
Gwen, this is probably the most tired you've seen her. She seems to be actually having a hard time keeping up. But she's not going to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to step in and try to knee you in your chin.
Okay.
Dice are scary. Oh,
look at that.
All right. How do you want to tie this as she steps forward and does like one of those piccolo knees to the chin?
I think I'm going to just kind of pivot around and then just start like punching her, but she can like catch everyone, so she takes the impact, but not like all of them are landing really solidly, but none of them are hurting her necessarily. It's just kind of this like very like metal on metal kind of nobody's moving, and Moore is just gonna be like, stop lying and playing games and manipulating me.
She goes right for a chokehold on the land.
Click, 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 click.
Click, click, click.
Oh. Her modifier is slightly better. Oh, man.
No, that's perfect though.
No,
That's
yeah.
so good.
It was teasing that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. And that one would change the story.
So I imagine her hand just like shoots out and just like grabs me.
Just like right at the end of the sentence, like doesn't want you to speak anymore. And she grabs you and she like lifts you off the ground just a little bit. Listen to me. You have absolutely no right to speak to me like that. You filthy dog. And throws you to the ground and walks over to you. Do you get up to fight more or do you listen?
I get up, but don't immediately go into a fight because I'm still like a little bit trying to shake it off.
Yeah.
But like, there's a good chance I'm gonna keep fighting. But she's got like a beat here if she wants to.
She walks over to you as she's unclipping one of her gauntlets and throws it to the ground. And she's gonna come down with her bare fist to your head as you're trying to stand up.
Okay.
You doing anything?
I mean, narratively, I just kind of want to take it.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna take it. We're gonna take a failure on that one, and just
I just like how that looks.
just clobbers you right in the back of the head. I warned you not to cross us. You can go play your games and do what you want, but now you're working against us directly.
I don't.
What I did to House Chevalie. She doesn't want you to talk. What I did to House Chevalie shouldn't have bothered you so much.
I thought you were better than this. And I didn't think much. I'll spit.
Times are changing.
From what I see, you're not the one changing with them.
She grabs you and puts you right up against the coach. The coach rocks.
Ah. Did we hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What was Bethany's reaction when...
She just, like, doesn't... She's taken aback. And she's... I'm normally the liar.
The fabricator, twister of truth.
Yeah, but
dancing with... But yes, I get your point.
Not...
When is it too far? Because I have trouble telling.
Yeah, she's now, like, pinned more against the caravan, but I do want to give more a chance to fight.
Cass is just going to peek his head out now, because they're right there, so he's peeking out.
Yeah, I mean, I will be struggling to try to, like, push her off. But I'm also, like, kind of focused on just, like, talking back to her, too.
Interesting.
So, it's kind of with a mixture of, like, strain, like, trying to fight. She probably has me, like, real solid.
Yeah, she's now putting a second hand on you.
And I'll just kind of be like, so that's it then. You can't win by the normal games.
She squeezes harder. So
you can't win in the arena.
Harder.
You can't win in the ball. This is what it's come to.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. As she collapses even harder. I'm scared.
Yeah. That one.
You should be afraid of killing the players. Sometimes the characters is fine though.
Yeah.
Thank you for the encouragement, Drew. I appreciate this.
That was
if you just
me.
click on Constitution and then click.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, you're barely clinging on as she's now collapsing your esophagus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep until she will eventually probably basically choke me out.
Yeah, she's gonna knock you out.
And then I'll just collapse.
Okay. As you collapse, she just casts your body to the side.
Well,
Bethany is like just bawling at this point.
Lady Gwendolyn.
You're next.
Why?
Get out of here.
No. This was a little excessive. I think you can tell.
Was she here representing House Chevalie herself?
As
And
she
steps
explained,
she steps under the reins towards you now.
As she clearly explained, this was a personal matter. She made that very clear to us as well.
So why are you here?
As I was telling your sister, someone has left 2 dead aurochs, a baby auroch nonetheless, and its mother.
And we're going to kill all of the aurochs on our land.
Why?
She's like, rage flows through her. Her muscles are bulging, neck is like tense.
You look lovely when you're feeling ready. But I need some answers. You have now explicitly declared that you did cause this disturbance at our front gates.
Nobody's gonna believe you. She pokes your wound.
Ow! Excessive much? Lady Gwendolyn, this is, I'm afraid to say, appalling behavior on a public road, and Lucius and 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗, we are gathering information on you. You did not do this very well. We know that you took Roundabout Way to the hunting grounds. We know you sent a hunting ground party earlier on. There have been sightings of whoever it was that was dragging the Auroch bodies through. This is not going to be subtle. And the message has not been sent properly. Whatever message were you sending? I was just telling Lady Bethany. We've never meant anything against House Navarre.
It'll break your Auroch so they can't win.
But the games are...
It's okay. You're already disqualified from the games.
And how is that? Pray tell.
The Auroch's not being kept properly.
Define properly. I have certainly not heard anything from the head game master.
You're not in Waterdeep.
Not in this moment, but neither are you.
The game is being played in many ways. Leave, little man.
Indeed.
And she gets up on the coach. And she's starting to like breathe. As she's coming down from her rage, she's like breathing raggedly. And she orders guards to pick up Morgana's unconscious body.
You will not be touching Lady Morgana.
The servants freeze.
That I cannot abide. She is specifically under contract with House Chevalie currently.
So she was here representing you.
No, this was a personal matter, but she is still our mercenary, and she is under contract with us. I will take care of this.
I don't think you have a say. This is my sister.
Well, the contract that House Chevalie holds. Some things run thicker than blood.
Fine, deal with the dog. We're moving. Come on, driver!
You have made a mistake, Lady Gwendolyn.
The wheels begin to turn.
Rising tides raise all ships, but if you choose to poke a hole in your boat, it will sink.
Be a shame if a boat of yours had a hole.
But we know how to repair them.
Is that what you mutter as she's driving away?
Yeah. Oh, God.
And literally, like, multiple caravans and Aurochs being dragged on carts are going by you as you're standing over Morgana's unconscious, bruised.
Well, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
In my way of.
You should probably wait till
What
they
is your
leave.
way?
Wait till they leave
Just
to make her
cleaning.
conscious again.
Yeah. I think it'll take time. Is the idea too. What is going on? Morgana? Are you alright?
Is she coming around at this point?
Yeah, I guess so. Have they passed by?
Yeah. If you're healing her, then yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you don't realize you're healing her, though. Right? You're doing one of those.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I've kind of gotten some ideas because I've been helping take care of Tetsu, so I'm just doing like your basic stuff, but he's like humming as he's doing it and doesn't realize
and
there's
your
like.
spell goes off.
Yeah. Good morning.
It didn't go well, did it?
Well, I don't have a reference for how it's supposed to go with your family, but I would have said no. Although, we did get
About normal.
answers.
Yes. We did get answers.
It's your sister, Gwen. Morgana, listen, truly, Bethany did not know any of this.
Funny how things change, even when some things don't.
Why do you think she's doing all this?
She can't win. All of her efforts, everything she's put into her whole life, trying to fix and control everything, and it's falling apart on her.
She says we're being disqualified, House Chevalie. I think we might need to find out about that.
It sounds like we need to get back to Waterdeep.
Go slow. Yeah, he tosses you his flask. Have a drink.
You're right. We should get back.
Normally I'd say I'd clean you up, but
I don't think that's important right now.
it might actually be good to show what's happened, to be honest.
I think we should show and tell everyone what's going on.
Yes, I think we need to get... I don't know if we should head straight to the Game Master or to Lucius. I'm hoping that Lucius and Dru pick up some information from House Chevalie, because Gwen thinks she has it all in hand, but...
Oh, I'm sure she thinks she does, and maybe she does, but we need to rip the mask off this whole cursed thing.
I think I might if I can talk with Bethany again. She's not on board with this, at least as far as I could tell. We've had our own types of contests. Not quite as bloody as that one, but...
Well, I don't have high hopes for her, honestly, but I suppose that's up to her, isn't it?
Indeed. I'm sorry.
For what? I got what I was looking for. Mostly. Would have felt better if she was the one unconscious, but can't have everything, can you?
No, I suppose not. Still, with all the things Lucius has been doing, I was so certain that everything would... It just seems so clear to me. I guess I shouldn't expect everyone to understand.
What do you mean?
What he's doing, he's transforming everything.
What?
It's a slow...
You keep saying that. What is he doing that's so different from everyone else? Sure, he's not murdering people, he's not stringing up animals, he's not doing horrible things, but what's so different about it? My family didn't used to be like this either, but here they are. This is where this leads.
It's where it has led before, I suppose, but Grandfather always said power corrupts. And we should be aware of that. And that being connected to the sea, we're a house of mercenaries, we're a house of sailors. He's always made sure we remembered that, and I know Lucius knows that. He sees people for who they are. Everyone.
I hope so. He's just... You're all running so hard after prestige. And that's not that far from power. You're running right towards what will destroy you.
It's a tool. It needs to be used wisely. And that is why I'm not worried about Lucius.
Well, you'll forgive me if my faith isn't very strong today.
Don't have faith in the system. Have faith in the man. We can trust Lucius. And he is changing things. I know he wants to change things. He's been starting to show me a little bit of it. And he's planning something too. Something different. I'm not sure what, but he's... In his own way, he's excited about it. And I hope he actually speaks and tells us it soon.
If I ever really disagree with Lucius, I expect I can punch him unconscious. She'll pull herself up on the horse.
He's gonna help you a little bit. You're probably right. Let's go.
Speaking of Lucius, let's jump back over to Lucius and Dru.
All right.
As all of this is going on,
No more
You
blood,
guys.
guys.
Don't worry, they were de-escalating things. So.
Yeah.
so the two of you are parading. How many of House Chevalie do you have with you? Or is it just you two and...
I was imagining more like 4 close mercenaries of Dru's.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's 7 you, including Tetsu.
Yes.
Yeah, my math is correct.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going down the cobblestone walk of Waterdeep, headed to the House Chevalie's residence. Correct?
That is correct.
And you arrive there. What is your goal?
Or information gathering, I guess, first. So
first we have to, begin a relation and knock on the door.
We'll see who's home.
I was wondering, are we throwing rocks at the windows, or are we...
I think we're just going in.
Yeah.
But together, Tetsu's going to hang out outside with our entourage that came with us.
With guards.
Right.
Yes.
Wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
He's got to keep them safe.
Tetsu steps in to follow you.
Oh boy.
Is the door big enough?
Yeah, to the main courtyard.
Oh, it's in
Oh.
the main courtyard. Let me ask first. Manners.
I mean, there's literally horses running around the courtyard. It's a big courtyard.
He's still gonna ask.
I like the eyeballs flitting over.
Who's head of House Chevalie?
Chat? Who's head of House Chevalie?
Who's the head?
We have
I
officially
think it's
Lord Riker.
Lord Riker.
Yeah.
Lord Riker. Okay. So if Lord Riker's there,
Yeah.
so
He comes riding up on a beautiful stallion
Do they just,
with a polo stick.
they're just always on horses?
Always.
Like,
Almost always. It's very rare that they're not on a horse. They walk funny because they're on horses so much.
so
We've got sea legs all the time. So
Yeah.
you guys will make a great
we all
match.
walk funny.
That's too good. That's too good.
So would you permit Tetsu into your courtyard?
Absolutely.
Thank
Big
you.
mustache. He twirls it a little bit.
So he's gonna lead everybody in. May we sit with you and talk? Perhaps Winnie and Nadine might want to sit with us.
Especially receiving the letters, Drew's just gonna be a little bit more shadow.
He turns to Dru.
I did receive your letter, and I did take it up, and I was true to my word, as you instructed.
Mr. Isidru, is there a particular daughter or lady of the house you would prefer to be at this meeting?
Can I get an insight check to see what he might be thinking as a good or a bad option?
That's a bit far, but yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Maybe chat needs to answer this.
Chat, help me out.
Who's home?
Who's home?
Who's home at House Chevalie? Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
You have no idea. Oh, we can bring both?
That's the wrong answer.
All the math symbols are going under his head.
I think Drew would say, I think Winnie would be a wonderful choice.
Okay. And he talks to a stable hand, and they run off to grab Winnie. There is no right answer.
There is no right answer. That's what Lucius says.
At this point, Lucius would take over.
All jokes
with
aside,
Lord
you
Riker.
bring your beast in here. This is fantastic. Give him a run with the horses, are we? We have a great indoor arena. Would you?
He would love that. I believe. This is not a happy night for us, unfortunately.
Rumors are abound.
Yes. I believe it was Tetsu's offspring and one of his females
Oh,
that were
dear.
left dead at our doorstep this evening. And knowing how connected your house is, and we were wondering if you have heard of anything of an Auroch being dragged through the streets.
Absolutely, we've heard of it. These are our streets, aren't they?
They are.
We figured if, someone were to send us a message that the Master of Messages might know.
Master of Messages. I prefer Lord J.P. Riker, but Master of Messages works too. Oh, sorry. Got lost in the title.
It suits you quite well.
Wow. Sucking up already. You haven't even proposed.
You quite misunderstand. This is just my personal
What
nature.
is personal about this?
It's just how I act, really.
He moves the horse a little closer to you, so you gotta look up at him.
Nice.
Well,
Mr. Dru was a man of fine standing.
And aren't you a man of fine standing?
I am trying to live up to my father.
As if most have told you already this game, you're doing a fine job.
Not with dead aurochs at my doorstep
How
and
did you
attempts on my life that affect my nephew.
How did you end up in such a web of a mess?
I don't know.
as far as I could tell, it's called playing the game.
We don't play the game this way.
Oh, and we don't either, but apparently a lot of other people do.
It is the old way, which we're trying to change.
Who do you think did this?
I have suspicions. I don't think it's proper to speak of them without evidence.
And who has this evidence you need?
I'm hoping you do.
Or at least you could point us to someone who does.
Give me an hour. I'll send out the word that I need information. Care for a game of polo? It's a horse game for anybody who doesn't know.
Yes.
Okay. Not the water polo.
I just was wondering if they could teach Tetsu how to play.
I know. I thought
his
about it.
mouth.
Yeah. There's horns.
How is Tetsu doing, by the way?
Not
is,
well.
Yeah, that's
No,
kinda
he's
what I
very
figured.
like he doesn't want to play with the horses. Like
Mhm.
he walked to the corner of the indoor riding arena and just like laid down. He's sad.
Dru, do you want to entertain the lady of the house while I tend to Tetsu?
Yes, I would quite appreciate that. And if you do need anything from me, do feel free to speak up and I'll be right over.
Of course, I'll let you know when Lord Riker comes back.
Very well. And are you going to walk around at all in this courtyard? I was just more curious about, should I be expecting any strange movements?
Like walking around.
I don't... I'm going to stay in the courtyard.
Perfect.
Yes.
He's just going to end that.
One of the older gentlemen of the house walked out and saw an auroch in his courtyard.
Yeah. Why is there an auroch in my courtyard?
So, yes, Lucius is going to spend time just hanging with Tetsu, really, and talking to him, you know, talking how this is not fair. I'm sorry I've brought this upon you. We are going to make it right again.
He looks to you, and it is probably the saddest look you've ever seen in a creature's eyes, as they have a slight welling, but then it turns to like you can feel the heat radiate off of him.
I can't imagine your pain. We are going to set this right.
An hour passes, and well, do you want to do some relationship things with me, Drew? Are we into this tonight?
I think
I'm not helping. Sorry.
that pushes us more towards now.
Okay.
But yeah, he's going to try to make small talk and try to imitate Cass a little bit and like the way he speaks and such.
I love
Sorry, I
it.
was gonna say he's into horses, not cats.
But so yeah,
Hey.
Woo! Carry on, Drew.
Sorry.
it's breathtaking. But
Thank you.
anyway, so he's just going to be trying to try to get some information. About maybe like 15 minutes in, he's going to bring up the whole, was she able to get any sort of information that he asked for before? And kind of play it off as it's not really a big deal if she didn't.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she has much information, and she seems very excited that you're here.
Okay. All right. So beyond that, I think he is just going to continue on, but also indicate that maybe there be a spectacle after our talk, and maybe I'll get to see her then.
Fun. I'll leave it alone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I can tell I'm making you uncomfortable. How about you, chat? You enjoying this? All right.
It means you're doing your job.
Yeah.
So an hour later, Lord J.P. Riker rides up.
Always in slow motion. Yes.
To Lord Lucius. I do find myself in a bit of conundrum.
How so?
He pulls out multiple sheets of paper. I have information for you, but I have information for you. Well, first of all, RFC is standing outside the courtyard, and they want Tetsu. Apparently you're not following the games? Or something? Your beast needs to be locked up in their cages?
Can I see that?
He hands it over.
And is there an official rule?
I didn't see one, and I quite study contracts a lot, and there was no official rule that I saw.
Yeah.
But I think that somebody's making a big stink about you having a relationship with your Auroch.
Well, maybe they should check the rules before they start making stinks.
Well, there's blood in the streets now, alongside an arrest warrant for your one Morgana of House Chevalie. I hands you the next sheet.
2.
Second one this week.
Yep. Going for the hat trick.
Yep.
And news of
But
the Auroch.
they can't find her. And hands you the sheet with a wanted poster, essentially, of Morgana, but it's like a crimes, attacking of House Navarre, and a whole list of all these terrible things she's done, and there was a self-defense claim inside of this, and
Okay.
and the third one is well, it's not written down. He tucks the sheet of paper in his hand. Something else. So puts in his pocket. But I believe that it was House Navarre that dragged the dead Aurochs through the street.
And what proof do you have? Eyewitnesses?
Yes, I have a late night delivery boy. He was bringing those cut potatoes that they love deep fried to a house nearby.
Nice.
And how would he know that this was House Navarre?
That's a good point. He just claimed it was. But I will happily let you bring him to court, as this is probably where this is heading. Oh, and my last note is House Chevalie is temporarily disqualified from the games until further notice. Hopefully this can resolve itself in 5 days.
I hope so too. Do you have a back door?
Lord Lucius, do you stand by your house or by your animal?
I don't think it's fair to him.
He swings down from his majestic beast and puts his head right up against it. The mustache magically tingles the side of the horse's head and turns and looks towards you. I'll tell you what, I will not think any less of you if you choose your beast or your house. It's just something that you need to think of. May I touch your beast? He steps forward and just gently strokes the tussle of fur on the Oryx head.
Mhm.
Swings back up on his horse and goes, "There's a back door. The choice is yours, but I wish nothing to do with it," and rides off.
I think with that, Drew would be heading over to Lucius.
Yeah. We have a lot of trouble.
How much trouble?
About as much as there can be.
I don't think that's quite saying much.
Moore's on the run-ish for attacking her sister. We're disqualified, and they want to take Tetsu.
How can we be disqualified? And is this taking
This
Tetsu
hasn't-
part of the disqualification?
They say he hasn't been kept properly or something.
Well, I mean, if we want to make any sort of case against it, apparently it didn't help that treant who was locked up, getting through the streets either.
That is true. Yes.
So if that's the case, they have a lot more problems than just trying to lock up a beast.
So who is it? The red something's outside.
RFC.
RFC wizards.
RFC.
Roll for combat, wizards.
Roll for- okay.
Combat. Battles do bestiary. Link in the description.
So the RFC wizards are outside. I
see.
want to leave with Tetsu, but I don't. I want to do this the right way at the same time.
Well, I would say that the right way for a noble is to bring RFC to court. That seems to be the proper reaction to such a thing, albeit not the most diplomatic way of doing things. I would say that I'm quite suspicious of them trying to put Tetsu in a cage, mainly because if a treant could be loose, then why not a Auroch be killed?
Yes. We're not disobeying any rules, so there's no reason to be arrested in the first place.
I would say so.
We're gonna leave, Drew. That way.
The back door.
I think so.
There you are. If you did want, I could always go through the front door to cause a distraction.
I have that.
Who said that?
Mr. Riker couldn't stay out of it.
Oh,
I couldn't help it. You made the right decision.
Well, we're gonna bring
Our beasties are friends.
Yes, and we have a funeral to attend.
Oh,
Double funeral. Okay. That's what we're gonna do.
I'll make the distraction.
I don't know what the timing is, but I think we were headed to Lucius. Or are we headed back to the house?
I have a scene for you.
Okay.
Don't
Sorry.
worry. No, I got
Oh,
you.
I'm worried.
I
but
got you.
I trust you.
I got you.
I trust you, not the
The fact
NPCs.
that,
I don't trust my dice.
There's a warrant probably has nothing to do with it.
Or everything to do with it.
We don't
You
know
two
that.
and Tetsu. I like that. I can make a song of that.
There was one
Head
more.
out.
Man. Never mind. We'll do it later. There was one more thing they
Oh,
wanted to
no,
talk
get it.
with Riker about,
Oh, okay.
but later.
I think that might be a fun moment later.
Yes.
So Riker is going to go out and encourage them to go look elsewhere. That's when he went to go deliver the messages that he couldn't quite find where Lord Lucius was. And Lord Lucius and his compatriot Tetsu and his loyal companion Dru are heading out the back door. Morgana and Cass are approaching the gates of Waterdeep. And some very friendly guards of Waterdeep have to greet you too.
Oh no.
Oh, you have a big paper.
Morgana says your full name.
Correctly? Wow, maybe he should be the
Jacob
spokesman.
didn't.
Wait. Wait, do you have it?
What?
What?
Morgana Caruana Helena Navarre.
Thank you. You're hereby under arrest. As
On what charge? Can you give me the bullet point list, please?
attacking a noble,
No.
disturbing the peace.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The piece outside?
And like a couple other things, just like spreading rumors, gossip.
And who has placed this issue, this warrant?
Well, that is not for me to say. I don't have that. I just have the
Well,
warrant.
if it is someone making a charge against her, we just were acting in self-defense.
That is the claim that I heard too. So we must put her under arrest, and this will have to be brought to trial.
Then I assume the other party is also being placed under arrest if there are competing stories from eyewitnesses.
I'm sorry. Is there another eyewitness that could stand for Lady Morgana? Because
I'm
I
standing
had
right
100
here.
people saying that Lady Morgana attacked.
Well, I don't quite like strutting my
And
stuff.
quite frankly, from what I understand, according to our logbooks and the goat that you travel with, you went out to meet them.
Yes, we did. And I was there present when it happened.
After an Auroch was found dead on your property. Tell me that was not aggravating.
Yes, we were going to let House Navarre know, since the Aurochs came from their hunting grounds, and we were worried that someone was taking them from...
Well, I am not
hunting
the
grounds.
judge. I'm sorry. I should not be investigating this. But
Yeah.
I've been demoted, so my job is to just arrest you.
Well, you say names very well, so that's something.
Yes, that makes being
two
arrested
guards
so much better if I
step
got
forward.
my name right.
They
To arrest you. Is this is this conversation happening while they're arresting her? I love this.
How long is this expected to take?
I mean, judicial system?
Who would be, other than the Hidden Lords who are not here, who would be in charge of this? Because I feel like Cass would kind of know, like, how things play out.
I gotta look up the Lord of the Guards that you just beat.
Besides, they could be here.
That's true, because we can't see them.
Hold on, I gotta write my notes. It was House Tarn, I believe. Actually, is going to be the ones that take charge of the defenses typically and are heavy in the guard area. Now, the judicial system is under a whole different. They're not really ran by the lords. Typically, too, when there's a house-to-house problem, they're usually handed between house to house, but
Yes.
sometimes it is brought to the higher ups.
Right. Then I'm going to try something, and you can tell me what to do.
Probably roll dice.
Probably. Very well. If this is going to occur, I find this quite appalling. There have been many appalling things this day. According to the articles of Waterdeep, as she is under contract under House Chevalie, and I am one of the family members of the ruling house with her contract, I will place her under house arrest until we can have this sorted. I accept full responsibility for her actions as of now, and I will keep her. The details matter. She will be under my responsibility, but I do claim this. I am acting.
No. You know what? Fine. Go ahead. Arrest me. Why don't you take me all the way through Waterdeep? Why don't you tell everyone what I'm being arrested for?
Cass starts to smile. Are you sure?
Because it really looks like I won that fight.
Just self-defense. That's what we heard. I mean, I'm not siding with one way or another.
No, I'm glad to know that I caused enough of a problem that Gwen needs some help.
The pride swells.
All right.
I mean, we could. This is an option. I mean, we would just have to keep your shackles on, and we would keep the key until things are solved. But you could stay at House Chevalie if you are truly under contract. But I would have to see the contract.
It is held by Lord Lucius, so then I suppose you have to go, Morgana.
I don't see a way around it. I think the best way to get where you need to hold me is right through the middle of town.
The last thing you hear the guards say as they arrest you is the captain says to the underlings, "I'm a bit confused about what's going on."
Join the club. But we make the best of it. Have fun, Morgana.
Make sure those wanted posters get around. I look pretty good.
They
I'll
were
clean
well
them
drawn.
All right. Cass is gonna make a big stink all the way to Lucius.
I love the idea. The camera's like top-down view comes up over as you guys are being paraded through the city of Waterdeep, and there's like little rats bouncing around from rooftop to rooftop, like watching.
Yes.
Now you've captured their drama. All right, so you guys are going to the jail while making a big stink around town. Jumping back to the other group, where are you going?
I suppose it was a good thing that we did not leave Tetsu behind.
We should cross paths.
Yes.
That's what I'm debating on.
I feel like the head of the games might be able to clear up these rules for us.
Oh, I quite agree.
Shall we make a call?
I think so. If only Cass were here, he'd make it that much better, but I'm sure we could come up with something. He did like your outburst too.
Yes. My speech.
So I know that I know the alleyway is just enough that we might be able to avoid a few guard patrols, and maybe we could get closer to the master of games and get him on our side, or at least make him pause things.
The guards are not after you. The roll for combat wizards are after Tetsu.
Oh, that is quite
Sorry,
true.
I just want to be clear. Like, the guards are not after you guys.
So they're like a smaller band, so it'd be a lot harder for them to spread out.
The wizards of RFC?
Yeah.
Relatively speaking, yeah.
Okay. We don't. Okay. Does Lucius have magic? Does he have?
Wait, are you asking if you yourself, your character has magic?
Yes.
No.
Do you have a Does he
You have a character sheet.
All your characters.
I promise viewers we are playing for the
No,
and they have character sheets.
Not that he can do it himself. Does he have magical stuff that would hide them?
I mean,
No.
you're gonna phone a Ratablast?
Ratablast.
I mean, you could phone a Ratablast. I mean, there's this rat dude down in the basement of the sewers that...
Nah. Okay, we'll keep going.
Nah, she says. Hold on, I am going to look at your inventory to see if you have any, like, disguise kits or anything crazy. I don't think so. You put on a perfume.
I feel like
Do
an
I have
oracle would take
perfume?
multiple disguise
You have perfume,
kits.
yes.
Why do I have perfume?
Well, I mean, you know, gotta smell
Just in
good.
case.
Because you're so fancy.
Just-
I have acid.
Acid.
You do have perfume.
And acid.
Why?
What kind of acid is that? Is it
I have a
like-
dragon chess set. You never know.
That's for playing chess. I mean, all nobles play chess, right?
I will say that during our travels, 𝙗𝙗 will pull out his lantern even if it's in the middle of day, and he's going to be going with that.
I gotta look at your lantern. Oh, yes.
I don't know.
I don't know
It's,
either.
it's a magical lantern. Don't worry.
Magical lanterns.
About it. You don't know anything about it.
It's the day. Okay. No, it is night. No, it makes sense.
It's the day.
Is it the day?
It's just the day.
Oh.
It's been a long day, but it's still actually
Early
only
morning,
like
right? We discovered
it's
they
only
were
like
early
noon,
morning.
right?
Yeah, I
Or
would
like
say.
2, maybe. Yeah, but 2 actually would make more sense.
Shadow,
I am the GM. It's 2 p.m.
Master
All
of
right.
time.
No. So you guys are traveling back. Are you going back to your house?
No,
No.
we're going to the game master's house.
Perfect. I
Yeah.
love it because that actually will, in my mind, cross paths. I love the idea that you guys are heading towards the Game Masters, and suddenly you hear Cass's voice.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, I'm okay. Lady Morgana Colonna Helena Navar. She was in a fight, it wasn't really her fault. Dun, 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 dun. Aladdin. I'm sorry.
I got it.
He's bouncing around, but yeah.
Is the rat like sliding down your arm?
Yes, absolutely. I did not do Robin Williams justice, but
That's a tough one.
Does Moore look resolute in what she's doing?
Moore looks proud from what I'd say.
Yes, Moore looks beat within an inch of her life, but gonna die on this hill of walking
Die.
herself.
Oh, is this a foreshadowing?
She looks very she looks like she feels very self-justified and vindicated about where she is and what's happened.
I don't think he would stop that. I think that he would let it go, but he sees what's happened and he's pissed. So.
You could probably pick up a bit of the story, because Cass is literally doing the genie thing where he's like telling everyone what's going on and following mine now.
You see the guards are like, then they stop. And they go back to bounce it. Then they stop.
Well,
This is
in the
too
rhythm
far.
with their steps.
This is too far, Drew.
we did hear that there was a warrant out for her, so I guess this quite makes sense. I'm glad to know that they are back in town, though.
Yes,
I want to clarify. She looks terrible, physically.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's resolute in what she's doing, so she's not gonna stop that.
She's probably also limping. But yes.
So I guess we should carry on and just assume that Cass will be able to handle whatever's going on with more situation, and we will handle ours.
We're going to get her out.
Well, I don't think the Master of Games will be able to help with that. So we have to have priorities here. And what are your priorities?
But I don't want her to get in more trouble than she already is.
We're talking about more, aren't we? I think we can assume that there will be trouble, and flip a coin and you could figure out if it's her fault or not. I think we should just continue on, and we can basically assume that Moore will be able to handle herself, even if she is in strange situations, locked up, beaten. She's always going to come back.
Yes, and yeah, we're going to get her out, but
Focus on the mission. You need to help Tetsu. He cannot defend himself, but Moore can.
she definitely can. Do you see her?
I did quite see her. I'm just hoping that Cass's iteration of what happened is more accurate rather than how brutal it does sound.
We'll keep sneaking.
Sneaking with a giant aura.
I know.
And
As much as
lantern.
we are.
Lucky enough, you do make it to the Master of Games lodging, which happens to be very near where RFC's main headquarters is, so it's very... See how long you have. You knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I don't
just
think
bust
the
in.
front,
Yeah.
right? Go to the back.
Oh.
Ooh. I'd put on a show.
Either it could make our success that much better or make our failure that much worse.
This is true.
Cass has things to say, but he's not there.
If you are...
No, let's go to the front, because we have done nothing wrong.
Very well.
That's Lucius. Lucius.
Yeah. Luscious Lucius at it
Luscious
again.
Lucius.
One of the house servants opens the door.
I am here to see blah, 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 but I know his name.
We're here to speak to the Game Master. If you could, please send him...
Do none of you know his name? Oh, I spent a lot of time on that one.
I saw the picture. He looks fabulous.
Oh, thank you. I made him fabulous.
You forgot one of ours.
I
We
know.
can forget. We all made too big a names.
Lord Calvion Veradin.
Veradin. Here to see Lord Veradin. He's a lord, I guess. Master of Games.
Self-pronounced.
Don't worry about it. Cherry blossoms.
Dear Lord.
Yes.
But you do notice the courtyard is absolutely well maintained and beautiful. But the guard, the house servant,
We know he's quite prompt and ready to show up at the precise time, so we prefer if you would go along and get him ready.
just
Well,
gulps.
carry
and looks
on.
at the aura.
Well, we'll make ourselves comfortable. And
Are you inviting us in?
You guys walk past as you say this.
I
pretty
think
much. Is
Lucius
that-
would.
And Drew would fall right behind. This is quite a fabulous house.
It's about second tea time, right?
Yeah. The guard, or I keep saying guard, the house servant shuts the door, and so you bring Tetsu in the courtyard, and the house is in the, located in the courtyard and stuff. And he goes, just Stay here.
Of course.
Be right
Tea
back.
would be great. Tea in the courtyard. Thank you.
Okay. Goes and gets tea. But before the tea is arrived, Lord 𝙤𝙬𝙗𝙗𝙗 Veridin steps forth. Oh dear! This is a lot of drama in my own yard. Hi.
I just was coming by to clarify the rules under which we are playing these games.
Lord Lucius, I have very much enjoyed your presence, and I've enjoyed your entourage of, let's just say, some say interruptions. But you are only temporarily disqualified, dear.
Under what grounds are we considered?
An investigation is currently under process.
We were told it was because our Tetsu was not being held in proper conditions, but there is no such rules.
May I approach your Tetsu? I do love him. It's absolutely beautiful. And a servant shows up with a lei. And he puts it upon Tetsu. Tetsu allows this. What'd you think? On a horn?
Yeah, no, I think so.
Yeah, he's being very sweet and gentle. But
Yeah, I think he's still really
he
sad.
puts it around Tetsu's neck. He is a gentle being, isn't he? And looks him right in the eyes. The rumor is he's a murderer. But there's no body to be profited, right?
What are you speaking of?
Well, that is one of the accusations. There's quite a list.
As I recall, there were dead aurochs on my footstep, and an attempt on my life, and an attempt on Tetsu's.
Do you have proof of any of it?
Do the accusations have any proof against us?
No. Temporarily disqualified. If we can negate this before the next round of games. This beast is magnificent and has drawn a lot of attention. Have you seen the towels and blankets around? And they are the softest. And he goes, well, hold on. He runs over and gets the blanket. Comes, I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. It's so warm. He puts it around his shoulders.
I had to get it for you now.
But him being disqualified is actually going to damage the games. This is not what I wish for.
The servant has to.
Oh.
It is not what we wish as well, which is why we are trying to clear up this matter. We have 2 dead aurochs in our courtyard at the moment. What other proof?
I do think it'll be cleared up. I think this is just a mere disruption, right? Any good thing gets disrupted, and you are a formidable foe who is making a fool of much higher houses than yours.
Am I?
A fool but been strong. I like the word. But you're showing them that you have a place here. You're disrupting the hierarchy of things.
The world
My
is
dear
changing.
Lucius, the world is changing.
And those who are not going to change with it,
They want to destroy it.
yes. I'm not going to let them. What proof do you need?
I think that inviting the RFC to your house would be enough proof to prove that your Auroch hasn't killed anybody. You're not hiding any bodies there, are you? He winks at you. You don't need to answer that question.
I'm trying to think, like, what did we do?
The assassin.
Yeah, but what did we do with the assassin?
We had Doc investigating him.
What did Doc do?
What did Doc do with these? We probably know. What did Doc do with her?
Buried him
Bury him.
Oh.
in the water.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
What else would a seafaring family do?
I didn't
Tied
know
an
what we
anchor to his
did with
ankle and
it.
tossed him in. I mean, nobody else
Okay.
gave him any other instructions.
So Lucius would look him dead in the eyes. Nothing to worry about.
Perfect. Then the games will continue, and this will be a wonderful time. And I don't think you have to worry. Tetsu's a beautiful, gentle beast.
More than a beast, but yes.
I mean, some people like beasts.
Thank you for your kindness.
I heard a story once. Have you ever heard of Beauty and the Beast?
I believe.
Do come have tea with me.
Yes, that would be great.
Yes! He skips over to he's got a beautiful little like koi pond, and the servants already have a hot kettle of tea there for you guys, and you are going to sit and comfortably have tea. Morgana, what's going on in jail? Just chilling?
Was Cass gonna leave after that? Like, or is he gonna sit outside the cell, or is he gonna go regroup with Lucius?
I think he does have to go talk to Lucius at some point.
It's hot.
Yeah.
He did say it was quite warm.
Great blanket. It's just so hot.
Maybe we have a moment
Yeah.
like the bars go across.
She'll kind of like lean on them.
Are you going to be all right?
I'm always all right, Cass. You did good. I think we made quite a lot of talk out there. That should help. Maybe.
I think it will. I need to tell Lucius what's going on.
Yes, of course, I'm sure it will matter very much to whatever he plans to do next.
Do you want me to... I could get you out of the bars at least and bring you back with me if you wanted.
No, this is fine for now.
You know Lucius is going to come get you out later, right?
Probably. I'm sure once he's taken care of Tetsu, he'll be on his way.
Well, I don't know if it's quite that easy of a decision.
It's more important that we show everyone what's going on here than anything else.
Perhaps not anything else, but as long as you're all right. And I'm sure...
They're losing. That's why they're doing this.
I know you're right. I just... disappointed.
You and me both. But, you know, it's a good sign. Gwen and I have had plenty of chats that went a bit like that. But she's never taken me seriously enough to actually throw me in jail. I suppose I should be flattered.
There you are.
Perhaps I'm finally getting through to her.
I like it. Positive spin. Maybe we are. I want to.
It's not just about this tournament. You get that, right?
Oh, yes.
The tournament doesn't matter.
Yes, I agree.
It's about this whole game and what it's doing to the city. What it's doing to all of us.
That's why we need to come out on top. And not in a crushing way. Just... I'm sure Lucius would have a very succinct way of saying it, but... that's the right choice. The right choice comes out on top.
Well, that we can agree on. Sometimes I don't know if I think we should come out on top. Sometimes it feels like I hate to say it, but it does include me, that we have been on top entirely far too long. And maybe Waterdeep needs something different.
The we you speak of, I think, in some ways I agree. But the we I speak of is Lucius. And us. Our little band our little family, which, if I may be so bold, I do include you in that. Our family, we've always been a little different. And there's others like us. I think even House Chevalie has a little bit of that. They're different.
Perhaps.
There's a wave of change coming, and we need to ride it. And I know Lucius is going to make the most of it. And not just for him, that's the difference. Yes? It's for everyone.
It needs to be for everyone. There's no point if you're just holding on to it for your own house. Houses aren't meant to last forever. Nothing is.
I've been spending some time with the elves, if you haven't noticed. There are a few things that last, that could last forever. And that's the name and the stories that we tell. That's what I think Lucius is doing, in part. Because if we remember, if we tell the story that needs to be told, and others remember it, they can learn from it and not have to go through the bruises and looking at his clothes, the mire like we do.
Maybe just their own bruises and mire.
Well, I suppose we can't get rid of all of it, can we?
But that's down the road.
Yes.
And you forgive me if I'm not quite looking about writing songs right now. Still looking for a little bit of justice.
I very much look forward to creating that opportunity for you, if you would allow me the honor.
I just want people to see things for what they are. That's all. I think. I hope. I'm not a good person, Cass.
Well, none of us are. But each moment we have, we make a choice. And in those choices we can do good things. Regardless. And if I may, seeing things the way they are, that's where you and Lucius are the same. He's not going to spin things.
Well, I think I want to be a good person. In the songs, at least. And not just because you wrote them and made up a bunch of lies.
I never tell a lie. I just dance the line. But truly, it's the choices we make. Hold on. And as far as I can tell, I haven't seen everything you've done. I don't pretend to know all that you've been through. But other than perhaps breaking certain trees out of certain prisons, although that could come into our favor, you've made some pretty good choices, if I may be so bold.
It's kind of you to say, but I suppose I won't really let myself think so until I see something come of it. And I haven't done much, Cass. I've mostly just run away from family. That was hard to argue with, and took jobs that were easy for me, and even helped you because it wasn't hard. I don't know that I've really given up anything. I've gotten to do what I wanted in life. And I can say, oh, it was so terrible, and look at me rebelling so hard, but I'm better off than most anyone I've met. The hardship is things that I chose, so is it really that bad? And I think that's true for all of us.
Oh, I don't pretend to think I've had anything terribly hard.
But if we want to make a difference at some point, we are going to have to give up something.
That I agree. It's one thing Grandfather always said. Father said something like it too once. But nothing good comes without sacrifice.
We just don't have much practice at it, do we?
But we're still breathing. Even you. Which means we still have a chance. And we can keep going. Each day's a new day. And we learn. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my forever optimism. But I think there's something grand that's coming. And I think there will be a chance for you. I think there's a chance for you to step into something for all of us. I think that even though Lucius hasn't explicitly said it to me, I know that's what he's crafting. All of this is a chance for us to do something like that. To do the most with what we have. Because we've been given this privilege for a reason, whatever that is. Might as well make the best of it.
Might as well do something with it.
All right, visitation's over. What time to get out of here? Say your piece.
Oh, then we'll never be leaving. All right. I appreciate your efficiency, House Tom. But you will be hearing from us. Oh, well, not specifically you.
I think we've heard enough from you.
That's
Not
yet
bubbles
to be
and all.
said. You wouldn't want to be kidding. Well, anyways, he's going to walk off talking with the captain.
I think that we're going to have to end it right there, friends.
All
right.
I'm excited where things are going.
All right.
Uh-oh. Morgana had something she wanted to do?
No,
She's in jail again.
No, she's gonna get some sleep.
Man,
Yeah.
A long rest.
She's gonna
Sleep like
lay
the
on
outer
that
coat or
wooden
something.
bench and sleep.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys, but you're having this conversation. Her bruising and swelling's like getting worse as you're sitting there. Like,
Yes.
it's all setting in.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Well done.
Maybe he could have in that talk cast another Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I have more spell
That's
slots.
true. That's true. We are playing a game where there's magic
I think.
sometimes, every other day.
Only when it's desperately needed.
Actually, I think she would. I mean, if she doesn't know that you're doing it, she can't really stop you. But ideally, she wants to keep looking as bad as possible.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't have to cure your
Yeah.
wounds.
Yeah.
Whoa. Just make sure any internal damage is okay.
You still look pretty. Awesome. Well done. What an advancement and some drama, huh? Woo.
Indeed.
Dru's relationship advice: choose your Auroch over your love interest. Solid advice.
More, do you have your own cell at this point?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Probably because
Till Grom comes in.
because
That would
Gwen
be
wouldn't want her talking to anyone.
Yeah, no.
That's a fair point.
You have your own cell.
So
Yeah,
yeah, probably in
solitary
isolation for other purposes than her comfort.
Well, you could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Remember? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you're being considered.
She is dangerous. It's just, are you worthy of the danger? That's awesome. You guys are great.
That's awesome. Thank you, chat. As
Thank you,
always,
chat.
you are wonderful. I just so appreciate your involvement.
I was trying to think. No, there's no. Anyways.
Rex says that I have a cell with my name on it. or Mustache says that. Yeah.
That's probably true. All right, we'll do a little bonus content after this. So if you want to get access to that, you'll have to join our Patreon locals, which leaves me nothing else to say. But this has been another fantastical episode of AfterQuest, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you'll gain access to bonus content, as well as our private Discord where you can chat with us, play games, which, spoilers, there may be something about that coming up next Thursday, and so much more. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use, as well as 5th edition, Dungeons & Dragons, 𝙏𝙗𝙗𝐵𝐼stiary.
Tabletop audio.
Tabletop audio is the best. and thank you so very much for joining the adventure. We will see you next time. All right, bye.